In the previous lesson on working memory, we learned that the contents of working memory can be shared with other brain regions. And this comes in handy, for example, in imagery. If we were to ask the question, what shape are the ears of a wolf? Well, we might not have learned that fact when we were learning about wolves, but if we can reactivate an image of a wolf, and then that reactivated image has access to the language areas, we can use our language systems then to describe the ears of the wolf as triangular. In this lesson, we'll look at another feature of this system where the contents of working memory can interact with the long-term memory system in adaptive ways. Now, we've already seen the comparison of brains and computers. We have the CPU interacting with the RAM, and then the RAM can interact with the hard drive. We characterize the RAM as fast, small capacity memory system, and the hard drive the slow, large capacity system. So the working memory system in the brain, like the RAM of a computer, is going to be interacting with the long-term memory system. In this diagram here we have the contents of working memory, and the idea is through neural communications that whatever's in working memory can be a search item, can be a cue to trigger memories that are associated with the content of working memory. And then those retrieved memories become the next content of working memory. So we have a series of contents over time. Now, what kinds of memories get activated by working memory? Well, we have a large memory store that we call semantic memory. And you'll recall in a previous lesson, we thought of semantic memory as an association network, where items in the memory system are linked to other related items, and they can be categorized as well into a hierarchical structure. We learned about how, after learning about tigers and cheetahs, we can then, due to overlapping neural representations, start to form higher level categories like big cats. So we want to think about the working memory system as a system that can interact, can search, and trigger relevant information. Now, what's going to be relevant? It would be items of information that are related to whatever's in the working memory system at the time. So the working memory, or the contents of working memory, can trigger the reactivation of information from our semantic memory, but also episodic memory as well. So again, whatever is in the working memory system, it's going to tend to reactivate associated information, whether that be in semantic memory or episodic memory.